Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 34 of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time, we completed our investigation of the main museum area, and basically, Edgeworth insulted Sebastian. Now Justine's gonna go on her, Justine rampage. Miss Curator, can you tell us why normalium was discovered in the teapot? I was not aware that it contained such a chemical. I suppose it may have been an ingredient from the detergent I had used. So you're saying that you did not put it in deliberately? No, of course not. There is no way for me to have known how to create this poison gas. Despite being a former actress, it seems you're not very good at lying. What do you mean? The angel recipe is in your possession, and the method to create the poison gas is contained inside that recipe book. So you must have known how to create it. I'm surprised you knew about that. Miss Curator, is this true? It's true that information about the poison gas is contained in one of the recipes. However, just because I saw it does not mean that I was responsible for the crime. Could you tell me what set off the poison gas? It was caused by the victim hitting the lid of the glass case with a burner. Haha, I see. If he locked himself in that room of his own will and then set off the poison gas, wouldn't that suggest suicide? And then Sebastian, yeah, I like this woman, Justine. She knows what's the best. So she intended not to hide until the bitter end, and is she so desperate to cover up her crime that she's going with Sebastian's ludicrous theory? Furthermore, I wouldn't have been able to obtain a chemical like Megotoxinix. That may be true, but you could have stolen it from someone else. That reminds me, I met up with Katie a week ago, and that night when I realized that my Megotoxinix was gone. Katie, you couldn't have. Madame Delicia always carries her medicine bag around with her, and I was like, what the hell? Why does she carry such lethal poison with her? Does she intend to poison my tea? Anyone could have stolen it. That's right. I don't have any proof that she was the one who stole it.
Kate, can you tell us what you're hiding? I know you're not the kind of person who would hurt someone without a reason.
Monsieur Shields, you taught me as well?
Setting a trap on one of the gallery's exhibits and then disguising the rooms. I just think it would have been impossible for anyone but the curator.
That's not true. There are no guards or security cameras at this gallery. If any ill-intentioned person wanted to sneak into the gallery, it would have been an easy task for them.
Then isn't it like an all-you-can-see buffet? All-you-can-see buffet in here?
Kay, she's getting the thoughts. Don't you do it, Kay!
You have to be careful. You never know when a great thief comes here.
No, Kay, I'm not bailing you out of prison. It doesn't sound like a joke when Kay says it. Actually, Monsieur Gustavia entered the gallery before it opened.
Well, I'm beat. Looks like Uncle Ray can't do anything to break down Kate's iron guard. All you, Miles. This might be a good time to use that technique your old man taught me.
The technique? My father taught you. My daddy taught you.
This case is deeply connected to the one from 18 years ago. If we just pursue the present case, it may seem like there is a lot we don't understand. But if we try turning things around, there might be a hint of the case from the past.
Thinking the other way around. Did my daddy do that too? Did that man steal ideas from my daddy? And then Edgeworth takes his phone. Right? Hey Edgeworth, what's up? Don't you WhatsApp with me! Why did you steal my daddy's ideas? What, you couldn't come up with it? You had to bluff your way to your own courtroom philosophies? What? Mia taught me that! What? In that case, I'm off to Coraine! Don't wait up for me, Mr. Shit.
What about the kids?
I need to resolve this! And then Edgeworth goes to Maya. Maya, channel your sister!
Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Why you want me to channel Mia?
Because I want answers, damn it! Why you're all plagiarizing my daddy's ideas? Yes. I can just imagine Edgeworth doing that.
For example, just consider the relationship between the past case and Kate.
Miss Hartman did Mr. Dover's serpent sculptures 18 years ago, and today Mr. Dover's works are on display in this gallery. It can't be. I see. Now I know what to ask her.
That's good to hear. In that case, Uncle Ray will just watch you as you do your work.
Miss Catherine Hall. 18 years ago, it seems that you melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures. Yes, I was young and inexperienced, and I did something inexcusable. However, isn't that why you were able to open the Zodiac Gallery? I don't know what you mean. I don't understand either. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you seek her testimony? Yes, I would like her to tell me about the Zodiac Art Gallery. I would like to know the reason you decided to open a gallery for Mr. Dover's artwork. If you insist that this is related to the case at hand, I will allow it. Miss Curator, your testimony, if you please. Very well, if that will clear your suspicions about me. Now then, please testify about the Zodiac Art Gallery.
Zodiac Art Gallery.
18 years after Monsieur Masters was arrested, I was finally able to buy back this mansion. Then, in order to maintain it, I decided to manage it as an art gallery. I collected Pierre Hockett's works from all over the world. After all, it was my dream to open the Zodiac Art Gallery. It's wonderful that your dream has come true. What do you think, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I don't believe there was anything strange about her testimony. Judge Courtney, I believe in the courtroom. It is a standard to cross-examine the witness. Wouldn't you agree it's a little too early to say that there are no contradictions? You speak like a defense attorney. Very well. Proceed as you please.
Zodiac Art Gallery. Okay, present time.
It must have taken a lot of hard work these past 18 years to buy back the mansion. The place is full of my memories with Monsieur Masters. It is the only place for me. No matter what, at any cost, I wanted it back.
She looks like she's having fun!
Well, she is a former actress. Singing and dancing is her livelihood.
Enough with the singing. Please continue with your testimony. Are you managing this gallery by yourself? Yes, well, I say manage, but it only opened today. And I must continue protecting this mansion so that Monsieur Masters has a place to return to. So she took back the mansion for Mr. Masters' sake.
Kate, I'm so sorry. I was powerless.
It's not your fault, Monsieur Shit. I couldn't do anything either. That vampire man, he was too powerful. He had his tongue gone, and he zapped me with all of the electricity. All I can do now is continue to protect the mansion. Pierre Hocquet. That's Mr. Dover's alias, correct? Yes, it's the name he used when he worked as a sculptor in France. About collecting his works. How did you prepare the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? I heard that Mr. Dover passed away before he completed those two sculptures. I had these sculptures in the Winter Palace specially made, based on the photos I took. Oh, could you please tell us about that in more detail? Opening the Zodiac Art Gallery was your dream. The truth is, I wanted to manage the gallery together with Monsieur Masters. Singing and dancing and all kinds of sweets. That's the kind of gallery I dreamed about. She was planning on staging a musical in here. Jeffrey Masters disobeyed the gods of law, so now you and his dreams must die. It is unfortunate, but I am afraid that your dream will never come to pass. No! Monsieur Masters is innocent! The prosecutor at the time did not believe it, but... In order to protect Catherine Hall, Jeffrey Masters gave a false confession that they were both trying to protect each other. Just one process, just to be on the safe side. By photos, do you mean the one taken in Isaac Dover's room? Yes, you seem quite familiar with the events from 18 years ago, Monsieur Edgeworth.
So the sculptures inside the Winter Palace were replicas? They melted and I didn't even get to see them once!
No, the Sherwood sculptures shouldn't have been replicas. This Hall is obviously lying. After all the trouble it took to prepare them, it's a shame they melted. The sculptures in the Winter Palace are the same Sherwood sculptures from 18 years ago. Unless I point that out to her, I won't be able to find out the truth. Okay, now we can go. Okay.
Do boo 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 do 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 do. Yep. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Did you really think your excuses would continue to hold up? No matter how much you lie, you can't deny the composition of the sculptures. From the analysis results, it's quite clear that the sculptures in the Winter Palace are the sure sculptures Mr. Dover created.
Oi, Miley! As a pharmacist, it's my turn to shine. What we call sugar actually comes in many different varieties and tastes. Even if the sculptures were replicas, it's nearly impossible to replicate the composition.
I see. Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for one. That, Miss Hall, means you couldn't have melted the sherbet sculptures back then. You stole them and preserved them for 18 years! You're the reason my daddy is dead!
What? She preserved the sherbet for 18 more years?
If you freeze it properly, it's not impossible.
Silence, please! Miss Curator, what do you have to say? I can't believe you already uncovered so much. So you're admitting that you stole the sherbet sculptures? No, I cannot admit to such a thing. There isn't any proof that I stole them at all. Also, I couldn't have stolen these sculptures 18 years ago. I don't think they would have been easy to steal without the police noticing. Well, apparently the body went missing without the police noticing. Is that so? I don't know what you did 18 years ago. As such, how can I judge how difficult it would have been to steal them? It looks like you won't give up so easily. I don't intend on giving up until I learn the truth. I understand. Then I shall tell you what I did 18 years ago. On the day of the incident, I was waiting in the main building until the judging. During the judging, at Monsieur Master's request, I went to change the film in the camera. But before I could deliver the camera to him, I discovered Monsieur Dover's body. After Monsieur Gregory arrived, I prepared tea for everyone involved in the investigation. It was then that I witnessed Monsieur Gustavia entering Monsieur Dover's room. And that was everything I had done on that day. I don't think there is anything suspicious about my actions. That's not your decision to make.
Mr. Edgeworth, weren't there any contradiction in her testimony?
For now, I should just prove that she stole the sculptures. But when could Mr. Hall have stolen them? If I can answer that, her crime should come to light. Okay. What were you doing before the judging began? I was in my room on the second floor practicing my dancing. I was performing on the TV show Piece of Cake back then.
Piece of cake? What kind of show was that?
It was a children's program. The hosts made sweets while singing and dancing.
Ooh, that sounds like fun!
Well, that's unexpected. You knew about the show, Miles?
My daddy told me about it once, so I just happened to watch it a few times. Before Edgeworth, that's right, before Edgeworth was a soundline nut, he was a freaking piece of cakeaholic. Too bad Edgeworth didn't mention this to Ray, otherwise, they could have been buddies. So Miss Halls retracted her dancing in her room. Would Miss Halls have stolen the sculptures then? I don't think so. Okay, I remember this. It couldn't have been then. I should listen to more of her testimony. I just want to make sure. Okay. Hold it. Did you do so in the same manner as today? Yes, I poured tea for everyone working on the investigation.
Now you mentioned it, Uncle Ray also got some tea from you that day. Kate was pushing her service cart back and forth from the patio to the main building.
I see. Did anything seem strange to you then?
Well, I remember your old man singing praises on her kale on tea, and he also said something about how the saucer was chilled.
The saucer was chilled? Yes, she stole them then. This was when you stole the sherbet sculptures. I'm sorry, but Monsieur Shields and company were at the fountain patio the entire time. Are you saying that I stole them in broad daylight? That's precisely what I'm saying. You deceived my daddy! This is why you hid the sculptures, to steal them right under their noses. Take that!
Yes, she put him on Gregory.
Neither my daddy nor Mrs. Shields realized the sculpture was right in front of them. What you were pushing around was no ordinary service cart. It was the sculpture itself.
Eek!
But surely that would have been possible. If she had placed the sculptures on the service cart, people would notice immediately. I never said she used the service cart to move the sculptures. What? What do you mean? Then what did she use to move the sculptures around? This is what Miss Hall used to transport the sculptures.
Take that.
And this is the lift trolley Mr. Dover used 18 years ago to move his sherbet sculptures. It seems the same lift trolley lies here in the fountain patio.
Okay, that was an oddly long pause in the lift trolley.
That's because it was originally prepared for the contest in the first place. Are you saying she used the lift trolley to move the sculptures? Yes. If the sculptures were placed on this lift trolley and then covered with a tablecloth, it could be disguised as a service car and moved without arousing suspicion. How could that be?
So the saucers were chilled because they were sitting on the ice sculptures. Okay, what's the meaning of this? What were you thinking?
That was truly impressive. You certainly are Monsieur Gregory's son. After 18 years, it's hard to imagine any proof that I saw the sculptures remain. But I knew it was only a matter of time until I was suspected. Miss Curator, does this mean you admit to stealing the sculptures? Yes, I admit it. 18 years ago, I stole the sherbet sculptures from Monsieur Dover's room. Just as Monsieur Edgeworth says, I disguised the lift trolley as a service cart, and I served tea as I made my way back and forth. And that wasn't all. I also took the ice block with all the star clusters on it. An ice block with star clusters on it? That seems familiar. A giant block of ice is being displayed here. It appears to be quite heavy. No, the inside must be hollow. The Winter Palace is a reproduction of Mr. Dover's room from 18 years ago. Because they had melted, my father and my daddy never got the chance to see them. But those blocks of ice were also originally from Dover's sherbet salon. The 2 sculptures and the 2 blocks of ice, I took everything I could. And then I placed empty glass cases in Monsieur Dover's room. The sculptures were all encased in glass to preserve their fine detail. But the ice blocks were being displayed as they were. As per the rules, we prepared the glass cases for Mr. Dover. So it would have been easy for her to prepare the glass cases. In Monsieur Dover's room, there were some sculptures that were left unfinished. I thought that if I melted them, it would look like the ones I had stolen had melted too. So everything you'll see in the Winter Palace are all original works from 18 years ago.
Miss Hall, it didn't take much to get her to confess.
Then she must know. She knows it isn't enough to try her in court. That is all I have to say. But even though I admit to stealing these sculptures, you can't arrest me for it.
What? What do you mean by that?
Heavens! You're assisting the investigation without knowing this much? Perhaps you should read this book concerning the statutes of limitations.
Statute of limitations?
More simply, it's the time frame in which a suspect can be taken to court. You can see it on this page.
The statute of limitations for murder is 15 years, and for theft it's 7! Ah! Now I know, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes, Kay's getting ideas. That's right, and Miss Hall's theft was 18 years ago. According to the statute, she cannot be arrested for stealing the sculptures.
So that's how it is.
Stealing evidence from a crime scene is an unforgivable offense. However, for this crime at least, we have no right to pass judgment. It appears that Prosecutor Edgeworth's tepid reasoning has all been for naught. I wonder about that. I deduced Miss Hall's actions simply to expose a different crime. If she only took the sculptures, we wouldn't have found the body from 18 years ago. Are you saying that I hid Monsieur Dover's body? That's correct.
But how can someone hide a body for 18 years?
I would imagine it would be very difficult under normal circumstances.
So you're saying that the circumstances weren't normal?
Are you claiming that you know where the body was hidden? When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something more than just sherbet sculptures. If you're so confident, I would like to hear your answer. Where did Miss Hall hide the body? Okay, sorry. Sorry, I just want to make sure. Because I know, basically, the body was hidden in the sculpture. Okay.
Take that!
I'm sure Miss Hall hid the body here! Prosecutor Edgeworth, please show us how she could have done so. Well, isn't it obvious? I believe you have confused obvious with impossible, Prosecutor Edgeworth. It's like I'm dealing with Sebastian. No! Indeed, it's as she says. If you plan to disrupt the investigation, I will have you removed immediately. Before that, could I please have one more chance? As you wish, but if you continue to be disruptive, I will not hesitate. Yes, basically, she hid the body in the sculpture.
Take that!
This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures. Yes, and perhaps you've noticed that the victim's body can be seen in this picture. I do not see it. Please point it out clearly. Where in the picture can one see the body of the victim? Okay.
Take that!
The Gemini sculpture. The Gemini sculpture? Yes, well, it may look like the Gemini sculpture at first glance. In reality, this is none other than Isaac Dover himself. This ice sculpture was the victim's body, but all I can see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue. That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to conceal it. Conceal it? Which piece of evidence was used did Miss Hall use to conceal the body?
Take that!
This is the cloth that was covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace. This cloth manipulates light. With it, it's entirely possible to make something look like ice. Isn't that right, Delicia?
You see, when it glows red, it's like a raging inferno, and when it glows blue, you can feel almost feel the glistering cool ice.
That cloth will only emit light when it's attached to a very special device. Judge Courtney, look closely at the picture one more time. Beneath the Gemini case lies a box-shaped object attached to the pedestal. This is a rainbow light device. Detective Gumshoe reported one in the Winter Palace. This is the device that went missing 18 years ago. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case. Naturally, Miss Hall took the device with her when she moved the sculptures. By using the rainbow light device to make the fluorescent cloth glow, Mr. Dover's body was made to look like an ice sculpture. That's ridiculous.
So then, when Uncle Ray took a photo of the Winter Palace,
That's right. The boy had been in front of us all along, disguised as Gemini. However, the body and the fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. If the ice sculpture was the body, we would have found it in the Winter Palace. I'm just sorry if I sound off in these recordings. I'm just getting back into the groove of things. If we had found it there, her trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it. Absurd! You say she threw the body into the fountain without any of us noticing? No, Judge Courtney, there was no need for that. She simply used the same method as before. Remember the lift trolley? She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream into the fountain. Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. That's why the cloth floated up first and was found by Delicia. And eventually, the body thawed out and floated to the surface. Monsieur Edgeworth, you truly have a gift for deductive reasoning. However, do you have any proof that I moved the body? If you cannot prove that, then there's no way I can accept what you are saying.
Was there anyone who saw Miss Hall moving the body?
Yes, I believe such a person exists. The answer lies in the evidence that person gave me, and that piece of evidence will reveal the truth of Miss Hall's actions. Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you able to prove the crime of Miss Curator? Certainly, I have evidence that shows exactly what she did. Then it's time we see your answer. Yes, which piece of evidence reveals Miss Curator's actions?
Where's Larry's sketch? Where is it? Sketch of beauties.
Another sketch? Oh, it appears I have been drawn in this one.
This is a sketch Larry drew of the women at the fountain patio. I would like to direct your attention to the service car on the left side of the sketch.
Service cart? What about it?
Oh, darn it. Don't you see? What had transpired here, girl, has transpired again, and we'll talk about that in the next episode.
Yes, we'll talk about it in the next episode. I really appreciate that you stuck on to watch the episode. You're a great viewer. If you go back for the next episode, like video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do as you want. I'll see you later. Bye.